Welcome to Tales from your server, Dine and Dash. But she forgot her purse. Table of 3 walks out on their tab, but one forgets her purse. This was a wild one today, and I feel obligated to share. I work in a casual corporate Applebee's-esque restaurant. There was a table of 3 young women today, mom and 2 daughters, I believe, seated in the bar area today for lunch. Immediately, our bartender waiting on them commented about their bad attitude, excess questions and requests, etc. You all know the kind of table I am talking about. Fast forward 45 minutes or so, and they have left without paying their $80 check. She's pissed, and it's just kind of a kick in the pants to all of us, because it happens far too often at our location. So 5 minutes later, as she is cleaning the table, retribution, she finds a small purse and returns it to the manager. Now this is where things get interesting. The bartender and manager immediately begin tearing into the purse like wild dogs having found a fresh carcass. I suppose the justification is to look for some sort of ID, which is fair enough. But they didn't find that. There was a bank envelope with $120, of which they took the $80 to pay the check and return the rest. And then a bag of weed, which the bartender took as her tip. This is where things get even more interesting. Of course, the young, thieving Dine and Dasher needs to reclaim her purse, so she returns within the hour. Asks to speak to the manager, who returns her purse minus the cash for their check and her precious drugs. He greets her by saying, "So you walked out on your check, right?" She proceeds to complain about service, etc. He informs her that we settled her check with the cash from her purse. And to her protest he responds, "What did you think was going to happen?" She leaves. Here's where things become slightly more interesting. Within a couple of minutes, the time it took to go to the car and discover her drugs were gone, the 3 return in force and demand to speak to the manager again. They claim that something else was missing from her purse. He says, "I don't know what to tell you." They threaten to call the police. Yes, to report their missing illegal drugs, but soon thought better of it as the manager continued to stonewall them, and they left in a huff. Perhaps this was not the most ethical way of handling the situation, but boy was it satisfying. Almost made it all worth it to see some semblance at least of justice served. And it's nice to know they won't be returning anytime soon.